All right, New York Knicks fans, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Knicks sports talk and entertainment. Oh, don't usually do daily Knicks videos, but, seems that's what we're doing for a little bit here because we've got news. Breaking news. Breaking news as always. Julius, I rock the mic like a Randle, has agreed to an extension with the New York Knicks. I mean, that's it. And you know what the extension is? It's 4 years, $117 million. That's crazy to me. His total new contract reads 5 years, $140 million. 7 years in the league, career high last season, 24.1, 10.2, 6 assists per games, earned the first All-Star selection, MVP, most valuable, most improved player, should have been the most valuable player, second team All-NBA honors, only 26 years old. I laughed when we brought him in and people are like, he doesn't fit the model because he's over 24. He's old. I don't even remember 24. I think I got socks that are 26 years old. I'm very happy for Mr. Randle because he's staying in the franchise that, the fan base loves him. He bounced around a little bit earlier in his career. Never really could find a home, never really could find a situation where he was the guy. He always was a scorer. He really improved his game to a complete versatility on the court. Greatest defender, no, but that's okay. We need him to drop some dimes. Helped the team reach the playoffs in an 8-year postseason drought. We finished number 4 seed after bowing out kind of to the Hawks, but that's all right. That's all right. That's old news. That's last year. What really gets me about Julius is the fact that he could have played out this year, turned around, and signed a max deal at $200 million. Or he could have just left. He saved the team money. He gave the Knicks flexibility. He gave them cap space to continue to add to the roster. I love it when Carmelo Anthony re-upped with the Knicks with Pat Riley. I wish Pat Riley was back. With Phil Jackson. And he gave the Knicks like a $3 million home team discount. Yeah, Julius could have had a $200 million contract. Instead, he took a 4-year, $117 million contract to help the team. That's a team player. That's a Knick. That's what we need on this. That's what we need. We need guys that want to be in New York. We need guys that want to be Knicks. That's what we need. That's what we've missed here for years. I go back all the way to the 70s with the Knicks. I've said that before. I went through the Ewing draft. I went through the Ewing years. I went through the Sprewell years, the Starberry years, the Stevie Francis year, or half a year, or whatever it was. I've been through all that crap. And you know what? I loved it when Amari Stoudemire came to the Knicks. And I understand during that free agent year, the Knicks, of course, offered him the most money. So he took it and went to New York. And he's also coming off the microfiber surgery and all that stuff. But he has a picture in front of MSG where his hands are out, waved, and he's screaming, "We're back." And for a little bit of time, the Knicks were back. He kind of got Amari kind of got befuddled a little bit when they traded for Carmelo. I mean, Amari was on a path for an MVP season for the Knicks. People forget that. But he wanted to be in New York. He also probably wanted to be in New York because of the money. But he did not have to stand out for him at MSG and say, "We're back." He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to take that on his shoulder. And that's, to me, is what Julius Randle's doing. He's saying, I want to be here. I want to be a Knick. I want to briefly talk about Kemba Walker and how he's going to fit in with Mr. Randle. We don't know the exact terms. It looks like it's a 1-year, $8 million contract. Yeah, he's coming off some knee issues. Boston said that it wasn't a knee issues. The reason why they got rid of him was more the fact that his leadership skills was lacking. But listen, I don't need him playing 30 minutes a night. We got Derrick Rose backing him up. We got the Quick. We don't need him play. He could go down to 25 minutes a night. And like I said, he's a 4-time All-Star. But I don't need him to be that. I don't need him to be what he was in Charlotte. We don't. We need him to be potentially be the second or even the third option, or maybe even fourth option on this team in reference to scoring. We need him to be the facilitator. That's what we need to do. I mean, he had a mind. Like I said, am I worried about the knee? I'm not worried about the knee. But like I said, he's most likely going to be second or even third option, which is going to be fine. I need him to stay away from what he was in Charlotte, where he kind of used to hog the ball. Because there was an absence of an offense back then. I need him to be the facilitator. That's what we need. That's what we need him to do. And he could do that. I mean, he will have that fit with Randle. He will be fine. And he will have, what's going to happen? You're going to have to think twice now about doubling down on Randle, because you got Evan on the wing. You're going to have Kembe with the ball. Derrick Rose coming off the bench. If you think about how scary our second team is going to be, if you put Quick and Rose, I love the Quick Rose combination. I love that. You got Obi Toppin. You got Nerns Noel, all coming off the bench. We're gonna start bringing waves of young guys. Waves of young guys at the Knicks. The Knicks have done something they have not done in years, and that's actually seem to have a plan in their head about how they're going to construct this team. I'm not sure how the rookies are going to fit in yet, but we're going to have to find that out. I don't know if any more moves Leon Rose has got up his sleeve, but I love the Kembe Walker move. I think the Randle move for 4 years, 117, that just kills me, man. That just kills me. I mean, I was stunned when I saw that contract come down the pike. I was literally stunned. 5 years, $140 million. And if he progresses and continues to grow from what he was off of last season, he could be scoring 28, 29 points, 11, 12 rebounds, 6 assists still. The contract will be a steal. And I don't think what's going to happen in the playoffs is going to happen next season. I think what basically happened in the playoffs is Atlanta just doubled down on stopping Randle, and then the whole team kind of collapsed. I mean, Rose tried to run it back for 2 games where he dropped, 30 and 26? But then Rose kind of flamed out in game 5 because he's a 32-year-old. 32-year-old with bad knees coming in. So and that's the best thing. We don't need that now. We have waves now. The Knicks are coming at you in waves. And that's what we're going to do. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Knicks sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you subscribe, we're going to play through the news. That'd be awesome.